What's up, people? This is another video from Jules and Shar. Say hi, Shar.
Hi, Shar.
She's a smart ass. But, so we in here on this video to show y'all some differences between the two countries of the United States of America and Canada. Now, I noticed small differences from the two countries, and I find it fascinating here that those little changes are like kind of significant when I look at them, but they're everyday to them. So I'm going to take y'all through a couple, and she's going to take you through a couple from America that she finds like kind of jarring, a little bit of culture shock. And one of the significant things I noticed was the difference in money as far as the texture of money. We have a $20 bill here. And who's this on it?
Queen Elizabeth.
This is Queen Elizabeth on here, if you can see this right. And this is plastic, like indeed plastic. I think it's harder to counterfeit. Yeah. It's let's try to rip it. I'm not going to try to rip it, but maybe you can rip it, but it's harder to counterfeit. Mm-hmm. They don't have any pennies. They don't have any dollar bills. They're all coins. And I just find it fascinating. Like, you know, they have like a little see-through here at the Parliament building, if you can see that.
Yeah. We used to have paper money, but now they've changed them to plastic. Mm-hmm. Like, you'll still see some paper floating around, but for the most part, it's plastic.
Yep. This is a $50 bill. I don't know who is on this, but it's pretty cool. This is her money, though. She's, like, richer than me. She got a good $70 here. Like, that's awesome, you know. But the thing about this money and the value of this money is the exchange rate of a, American dollar bill compared to a Canadian dollar bill. And it can be significant in some ways.
Yes.
What's the conversion rate? Explain that to him if you can.
For example, like when he's over here, it's great for him because the US dollar is worth more than the Canadian dollar. So for him, it's great. For example, we went to eat at the food court and the bill came up to $33 and I was like, oh my God, that's expensive. But for him, when he checked his card, it was $24 US.
Yeah.
So there's a difference there. So for me to purchase $100 US, it would cost me $137 Canadian. So 1.37. And just like a few months ago, it was 1.34. So $134 to purchase 100 US. So it keeps going up. A few years ago, we were at par dollar for dollar, but now crazy things are happening. And so it really hurts when I buy US dollars.
Wow. That sucks, but, I got you. Yeah. So the next thing I wanted to bring up is about the people here. I find the people are so, nice. They're, willing to converse with you and just learn about you. I had 2 people friend me on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn. Yeah. Just from off of an encounter. It just feels different here. People are more friendly, and I find that people are more open to interracial relationships because I see a lot of that either here in Ottawa or Toronto, the places I've been. Montreal, Maybe I didn't notice that too much because I've been there once, but Toronto and Ottawa, definitely did I see that, But you agree?
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot for sure. We're very accepting of other cultures. People like to immigrate here, and we're accepting of others. So, yeah, definitely a lot of mixing going on.
Yes, and I think it's a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and I find when I go to Philadelphia to visit him, I find for the most part people are friendly with me as well. Like they're very friendly. I've never, knock on wood, I've never had any issues or anything like that. But I don't know if they can tell because I'm not from there. I have a Canadian accent, and everybody loves Canadians. But yeah, I've never had any bad experiences. Like I said, knock on wood. Like I find people are very friendly. But yeah, people gravitate towards him. Like he's always chatting with somebody when he's over here. People just gravitate towards him. I don't know if he's like, energy around him or what have you, but he's always making little friends when he's up here.
Yeah, I guess I have a good vibe about me. I'm not malicious, and I'm, my intentions are good out here. I just walk around with just a good energy, you know. It is what it is, I guess, you know. Oh, and a fun fact. Shar is indeed not from here exactly, her origin, but she's from England.
You're so annoying. Why do you always have to say that?
You know what? And I love that. And I like to say that 'cause it's just something different than I've ever known. Because I lived in America all my life. You know, I've met, you know, different ethnicities, but never anyone that never just lived in the U.S. at all. I think it's refreshing. It's just a different take. You know, she does things that, you know, that I find like interesting, and you know, her whole demeanor. So that's why I like that. Like, you know, it just helped me fall in love even more. Yeah. You know. You know what I mean? So,
you're so silly.
That's what it is. But my overall opinion of Canada is just somewhere I do want to be. It's less crowded. It's more nature. I feel like the quality of air is better. I don't know. But, you know, it's more sound. I'm not saying that it's not any crimes here, that it's not racism here, because it is. Yeah,
there is.
But it's just something different. It feels different from home. I will always love home, and I will always come back home. You know, like that's just where all my family is. And when I move here, I will be back and forth. You know, I have to, because I had to see my family. I probably will be homesick, and that's that. But overall, I just like the whole overall feel. The winter months are horrible, though. I give you that, because it snows like right now. It's probably like 40 degrees she don't know what that is, but 40 degrees Fahrenheit home, and here it's probably like 8 degrees Fahrenheit. You know, it's a big difference. It's crazy, but it's not too bad when the wind isn't blowing. But other than that, the summer months are good too. It's nice, a lot to hot. Do.
It gets for those of you that don't know, it does get hot in Ottawa.
Yeah.
No, we do not live in igloos here. No, we don't travel by dog sleds. Like the amount of ridiculous questions I get asked is mind blowing. Charmaine, do you ride on dog sleds? Charmaine, do you get newspapers? Charmaine's like, what? We're really not that far from the States. Like, for me to go to the border, it's about an hour, less than an hour from the U.S. border. Like, we're not that far. But for some reason, people think we all live in igloos out here. And it's just so ridiculous.
I never thought that, but, you know, I didn't know what to think up here. But, yeah, she's right. And when she passes that border, she's in upstate New York.
Yeah.
And she's 7 hours away from Philadelphia. So that's why I say to people that it's not that far away.
It's really not.
Yeah, it's not. And people really need to visit here to just embrace, because they embrace us. You know, they embrace all cultures and stuff like that, especially places like Toronto. I love going there, you know. So I would definitely visit.
Another thing that I noticed as well is the food. Like, the cost of food, it's a lot cheaper, and you get like a variety, like different kinds of foods that I've like never seen here before. And as well as like the portions when you go to eat out are massive. Like it's ridiculous. I'm like, seriously? That's a whole plate of food for me? I can't eat all that. Like, it's really different. I'm not used to that. Like, even the bottles of, like, pop are this big, like, so huge. I'm not used to that. Over here, like, our small, like, bottles of pop are not as big as what you guys have. Like, it's interesting.
I guess they don't want to have a bunch of I don't know, big bottles of sugar, you know, here. So, I mean, I think that's better. And I noticed things about the food here, too, because they do have what we have, like the halal food, Lebanese food, and stuff like that. And it's just certain things like poutine, that's, you know, fries with gravy and cheese curds on it, is so good. We had 2 restaurants in Philly that sold it, but nobody, you know, went there because nobody really knew what it was. Nobody really knew about it, you know, but they closed. So that's kind of crazy.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate, definitely.
You guys got to taste snack. It. Yeah, it's amazing. It's the ultimate food that you have to eat when you're drunk.
Yeah, I said, oh, it's a great drunk food.
Yeah, it is.
Poutine.
Yeah.
I'll probably put a picture of it right now. But yeah, that's good. And then I seen stuff. They have McDonald's here and stuff like that, Burger King. But they have like A&W. I think we have A&W restaurants in the States somewhere, but I have never seen it. It's a whole restaurant. We just have A&W root beer. That's all that we have. But they have whole restaurants with the Uncle Burger and the Daddy Burger, stuff like that. And it's good, but they're very expensive because they make it like fresh, you know. But just those little things, like I like coming here and, you know, seeing and trying new foods and meeting new people and, you know, being with my honey.
Aww.
Honey, she's so refreshing. You know?
And another thing that was like that really stood out to me are the houses out there. Like I was like, wow, these houses are really narrow. Like they're really, really skinny. Like I've never seen skinny houses before. And he's like, yeah, you know, it's really, really different. They looked a lot different than what I'm used to seeing, you know. So that was different.
Yeah, the inner city, you know, it's a little more congested and cramped. Yeah. So, you know, I guess the houses had to be more slim, you know, to accommodate more residents. But yeah, I took her through some neighborhoods, you know.
Yeah,
I took her, you know, it was a little bit of a culture shock for her, but I took her to the, you know, the not so nice parts and the nice parts of Philly. And overall, I think she likes it. And I took her to get a water ice. Like, not a cheese pretzel, but just a water ice, and she liked it. You know, and I knew she would like it. Water ice is good. I want her to have, like, the Philly favorites, you know. She had cheesesteaks before. They kind of messed her up at first with a cheesesteak because she visited Philly, and they took her to, like, some place they made cheesesteaks, and it had Cheese Whiz on it. It had lettuce on it. Like, what? That's not a cheesesteak.
But I loved it. It was
She
great.
liked it. She liked it that way. But I took her to get a real one with salt, pepper, ketchup, mayonnaise, fried onions.
That was good.
Now, that's how you get it. Or your hots and sweet peppers, however you get it. But that, that's the bomb, yo. But, you know, overall, we like each other's country.
Yeah.
You know, she been to more states too, you know, and and I think this is going to be a good marriage, you know?
Oh, yeah. I think so too.
Yeah. We just want to travel and learn about other people's cultures, and as I learn about more of her culture, and I do want to go to her hometown of England, you know? So, more to come.
For sure.
Yeah.
So that's everything to our video on the differences between Canada and the US. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that red button to subscribe so that you don't miss any of our videos. And of course, hit the notification bell too. If you have any other ideas on videos that you'd like us to do, you can definitely put that in the comments.
Yes, you can.
And we'll get that done the next time we meet. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you later.
She's so much better at saying that than I am. Oh my
I'm
God.
so not.
All right. Bye.
Bye.